It's not carrying much load. So guess what? Sound of silence. No noise. Running on solar power. Gold. The generators are off. Well, wait till the AC is kicking. I'm not worried yet. I'm not excited yet. But we're running on solar power in Asheshi. And we're charging the batteries right now. The load is not much. It's like 9,000 watts is what it is right now. Hello YouTube, Dr. Solar. As you could see, our battery cables have been cut and they don't get into our battery disconnects. So today we powered the system. We charged the batteries with the grid. We're charging the batteries with solar, and then we decided to power the loads in the house. We're seeing 60 kVA. So when we switched from the generator to the inverter or to our solar power, the loads were relatively minimal. The system started to build, and then slowly the load started to increase till we got to the point where 60 kVA. Well, guess what? These cables got very, very hot. So these are 70 mm cables times 2. They were much longer. So let me show you the extra length we had. We had this much in extra length. So of course, as you know, the longer the cable, the more resistance. So we're getting a lot of resistance, and it got so hot you could smell it. And then our breakers in there started to trip. So 2 of them kept tripping repeatedly. And it wasn't from the current, it was from the heat. And it got hot enough that the cable lug came loose from the bus bar that it was on. So this is the decision we've made. We're going to add, we're going to add 3 more of these cables. So let me show you. We're going to add 3 more of these cables. So we'll have 70 mm times 5. 70 mm times 5. So 70 mm, 5 coming in on the positive and 5 on the positive and 5 on the negative. We hope that should be enough to handle the current that we're pushing through. We're pushing through the system. So one of the things we liked was our bus bar in the back, which you can't really see. Let me see if I can. Our bus bar back there stayed cool. The bus bar itself stayed cool, but the lugs and the cables were warm. Our individual cables from the inverters stayed cool, so we're good as far as that goes. It was just managing the cables from the battery to the bus bar that was the challenge. We also had an experience where this particular one was a little warm to the touch. So I don't know if it's because that the connector could possibly be damaged. We'll monitor it. If we're still having the same experience, we'll either ask our supplier to change the battery or give us new cable. Other than that, for 30 minutes, the generators were off. They had power for 30 minutes for the first time they can remember, with no generator running, and their minds were blown. Everybody was like, wow, it's a miracle. It actually works. Yes, it does. We sized it well enough. Our PV, how many strings of PV do we have in? So we have 5 strings of PV, 5 times 9 times 450. So that's what we have in. And Tosi and Musa are busting their bum to make sure that this is up today. We are getting killed for delivering late, but you know what? I'd rather deliver late and deliver a wonderful product than deliver on time and deliver something that will burn a customer's house down. So if you have a different opinion as to my cable sizing, please let me know, because here we're going to do 5 times 70 mm. So that's 350 mm in cables. If you think 350 mm in cables is not thick enough, let me know. And the distance is, how many meters did you measure it to? So it's about 5 meters. 5 meters is 15 feet. So about 15 feet of cable. We're discharging, so at 60,000 watts or 60,000 kVA, we're discharging quite a bit, right? Yes. Okay, so we're pulling a lot. So do that math. 60 kVA we aren't pulling quite 60 kVA because our solar panels are also producing something. So let's assume we're pulling about 40 kVA in energy from the battery cables. Would my 350 be more than enough? Okay, if you like what you've seen, give me a thumbs up. If you're yet to subscribe to the channel, click on the subscribe button. Once again, this is Dr. Solar. It's been a very busy day for me in Asheshe. I got here before 7 a.m. Did not sleep much. Did all the firmware updates on all the on all the inverters manually. It's just been an incredible day for me. You dream this dream, you're going to build something, and then when you build it, you're successful. It's my first system this size, so of course I made lots of mistakes, a lot of experimentation, a lot of learning as we're doing it, but it's been wonderful. It's just been wonderful. I'm very thankful for the opportunity, and I look forward to making my next video. This is Dr. Solar coming to you from Asheshe in Ogun State. Okay, Tosin and Musa keeps hiding. Okay, I'm going to go back on the roof and complete the roof part of the job.